Hey everybody, it's Trags, Mike Petralia alongside Josue Pavone and Chris Grenham. Happy draft night, guys. We're inside the brand new, sparkling Boston Celtics Practice Center, the Auerbach Center here, and it's draft night. First big news, guys, of draft night, the trade of the Atlanta Hawks, between the Atlanta Hawks and the Dallas Mavericks. The Atlanta Hawks trading down to the 5th spot overall, and the Dallas Mavericks trading up to the number 3 spot, and it's Luka Dončić going to the Dallas Mavericks. Your thoughts?
I've never been a Trae Young supporter, so, you know, in my personal opinion, I think it's a loss for the Hawks. I think them giving up Luka Dončić is a mistake. You know, trading him for Trae Young, I think it's a great pickup for the Dallas Mavericks. You know, my mind went right to Dennis Smith and Luka Dončić as a backcourt combination under Rick Carlisle, with Dončić being able to kind of learn from Dirk Nowitzki in Dirk Nowitzki's final season with the Mavericks. So I'm excited for the Mavericks, and I think it's a great move for their organization.
Trae Young to the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, I'm not crazy about this pick. I just don't see him as a top 5 guy. I mean, I think clearly Dallas won this trade, and I also think that they missed out on Jaren Jackson. I thought that he would have been a great fit.
Agreed. Totally.
You know, to complement that front court. However, I guess Atlanta really wants Dennis Schroeder out of town. I mean, I just think that has a lot to do with this move. But yeah, I mean, I think Dallas came up big on this one.
Josue, that's a great segue. The two bigs that a lot of people had their eyes on in the top 8 picks of this draft anyway, the projected. Jaren Jackson, he goes 4th overall to the Memphis Grizzlies. And then Chris, it's Mo Bamba. A lot of people were hoping, thinking, maybe projecting him in a trade here to Boston. That's not going to happen, at least for now. He is off to Orlando.
Right, and that just creates a ton of length in their front court alongside Jonathan Isaac. That's like 10,000 feet in length. It's ridiculous, but that's going to be exciting.
Protect that rim.
Protect that rim, yeah. There's no shortage of that. There'll be a lot of front court length, so that's exciting for them. And, you know, I think he has probably the most upside, in my opinion, out of any big. I've always been, you know, a Bamba supporter, and DeAndre Ayton's obviously going to be great, but I think he represents the most upside, so I think it's a great move.
DeAndre Ayton, of course, did go 1st overall out of Arizona to the Phoenix Suns, and going number 2, again, not a surprise, Marvin Bagley the 3rd. He went to the Sacramento Kings. But back to the bigs. Want to get your impression on the Memphis Grizzlies, that is, taking their big.
It's a great move. I mean, I think Memphis lucked out. I think it was an easy move to make, obviously. You know, you saw who was left on the board. And I think, you know, this is a team that you could put together a decent season. You know, they're going to try to make the playoffs. They still have Conley there. They still have, you know, a couple pieces to work with there. But this is a great move for Jackson to create that space and develop there in Memphis.
And then one, I think, underplayed aspect of this, Jaren Jackson can shoot the ball from outside a little bit better, I think, than Mo Bamba. I mean, Mo Bamba's got a shot, but that is certainly, I think, in development. Okay, final point we want to touch on right here before we break away for more draft coverage on CLNS Media, and that is Collin Sexton. Is he the LeBron James in waiting in Cleveland? He goes 8th overall to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He had a terrific tournament, and he is a pure scorer out of Alabama.
He is. He's a pure scorer. He's a slasher, and if they're looking for points, if LeBron were to leave, he's a good answer. He's going to provide points. That's what he's done throughout his whole career. He's fearless. He's confident. And so if you're looking for someone to come in and, you know, if LeBron were to depart, I think it's a good option. You know, he's not highly regarded like a Michael Porter Jr. or someone like that, but he's going to get you points, and that's what they're going to need if LeBron were to leave.
15 quick seconds, Josue, on Collin Sexton. Go.
Just to piggyback on that, you know what? Whether LeBron stays or leaves, it's a great pick for them. You know, I think what he does offensively is the big difference, obviously, whether LeBron stays or goes. And then also you look at, you know, the trade aspect. I mean, that's a guy that teams will be interested in, you know, if they were to flip this deal, you know, throughout the offseason to appease LeBron James, to help him out. Whichever route they go, I think that was the best guy to go with, and I think they made the right choice.
Follow our coverage on CLNSmedia.com, and, of course, follow us on Twitter at Celtics, CLNS. He's Josue Pavone.
That was 15 seconds.
And that's Chris Grenham. I'm Mike Petralia. Talk to you soon.